Hey YouTube, it's your boy King Cobra here, walking downtown with my buddy Alex. And right now we're going over to a homegirl's house to help her out with something. It's a nice night.
Oh yeah, it is.
Like 44 degrees. Well, I got me a Mountain Dew Black Label, which I dropped not even 5 minutes ago and spilled damn near half of it. It's like from my thumb down left. Right? And yeah. Well, I want to tell you something, YouTube. Check this out. I was digging out of an ashtray to get cigarette butts for my pipe. Hold on, Alex. Oh, wait till they stop. Okay.
They have to stop because we had direct to go.
Yeah, we do. I didn't see the crosswalk sign was on. All right.
You did.
All right. But yeah, I was digging out of the ashtray to get a couple butts of cigarette butts to squeeze into my pipe. And one of my homies that I used to work with at Burger King is like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh man, just trying to get a cigarette, you know." And he's like, "Well, do you need a pack?" And I'm like, "It'd be greatly appreciated, you know." And he handed me $7 and said, "Here, get yourself a pack." And I'm like, "Thanks, man. God bless, you know." So that was greatly appreciated. I walked into Sinclair, got me a pack of Marlboro Slate 100s.
Not bad menthols. These actually don't. They taste more like fucking regular cigarettes with a little bit of menthol taste to them. Then fucking you take one drag and it's all just mint. It's like, fuck, dude.
Right. I actually like Marlboro Slates. They're pretty good.
Yeah, they're better than most menthols.
I do like some menthols, like Marlboro Smooths are pretty good.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're pretty alright too.
I like Marlboro NXTs too. But yeah, this is my little review for Marlboro Slate 100s. These are really good cigarettes. Show what the pack looks like. Oh wait, it's probably in my other pocket.
Hold that.
I got it. Okay. Here we go. Marlboro Slate 100s. Awesome. I remember when these first came out. I'm like, you know, that pack design's pretty cool. The black and the green and the silver, that looks pretty sharp. And then YouTube, when the Marlboro Slates came out, I tried it and I'm like, oh hey, there you go. I'm not really a one brand cigarette, you know what I'm saying? There's a couple cigarettes that I like. Winston's are pretty good too.
So are Pall Malls.
Pall Malls, American Spirits. But yeah, homegirl's got an inspection on her place tomorrow. And right now she's just stressing like crazy, so
Having back pains
and shit. So me and Alex are gonna go over and help her out, you know, because it's the right thing to do. And you know,
She's helped us out, so.
Oh yeah, she's helped us out more than enough. So
True fucking homegirl of mine, man. I've known her for a couple years.
right. And and it just, you know, it feels good to do a good deed every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hell yeah, it does, don't it?
Earlier tonight, you know, one of my friends that I used to work with at Burger King straight up just gave me $7 for a pack of smokes and a Mountain Dew Black Label. So someone does a good deed to me, you know, fucking I want to return the favor to someone else, you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
You know, it would be nice, YouTube, if the whole world worked like that. You know, if the whole world worked like that, someone helps you, you help that person or someone else out, you know, and just,
right.
You know.
And fucking fuck, dude.
And what the hell is with Donald Trump bombing Syria? Did Syria do anything to the United States personally?
Not that I know of.
Right? I'm pretty sure. No shit. Exactly. I'm pretty sure that if Syria would have done anything to the United States, it would be all over the fucking news.
Oh, hell yeah, it would.
But guess what? They didn't do shit. And the Syria didn't do shit. And Donald Trump's fucking firing missiles at it. I'm like, what the fuck? And it's like Alex said. Dude. It feels like Donald Trump is trying to start World War III. Like, come on.
Just because he's president, he thinks he can fucking do whatever he wants. No, man.
For real.
Fucking Donald Trump. Him bombing Syria is just like them dudes that fucking hit them. That dude that hit them elderly ladies today, and that fucking dude that was sexually touching that 8-year-old.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you two about those stories.
Yeah, man, fucking today on the bus, this fucking dude was touching this 8-year-old little girl inappropriately, sexually. And I looked at him and I told him, hey man, why are you touching that little girl like that? And he told me, oh, I just needed to cop a feel, man. And I told him, well, you shouldn't be touching a fucking female like that in the first place.
Let alone an 8-year-old.
Especially an 8-year-old little girl. And I told him if he touches her like that again, I'm gonna fuck his ass up. And then my buddy stepped in and said, yeah, man, you keep touching her like that, and I'm gonna fucking fuck your ass up. And the dude thought he was all big, bad, and tough and wanted to step up, but fucking, I told him, I see you touch her like that again, dude, I'm gonna fuck you up. And then her mom's like, well, thank you for standing up for my daughter, even though you don't know her. And I told her, you're welcome, you know. And
the little girl even thanked Alex. She said, thanks for sticking up for me. That felt uncomfortable. And I'm like, I imagine it did.
Right, and it's like this fucking dude at the library today was pissed off at his girlfriend, and he hit one elderly lady, and I asked him, why the hell did you hit that old lady? Oh man, I'm fucking pissed off, you fucking four-eyed faggot. And he was calling me names and shit, and I told him, well, I see you hit another fucking woman, dude, and I'm gonna whoop your ass. And then this other elderly lady came past, and he fucking just straight up cold clocked that lady. And I was like, all right, dude, that's it. And I hit him with my left hand, he didn't drop. And I hit him with my right hand, he drops. And then I fucking hit him again, he started crying like a little bitch. I fucking kicked him in his face, and his nose was crooked.
You know what's funny though, YouTube? Is that there was a cop at the library who saw the whole thing with Alex go down. Another cop shows up, and they're like, they told Alex, hey, you can quit kicking his ass now. We can detain him, you know.
And I didn't even get arrested because the officers are like, well, thanks for standing up for elderly ladies. And the elderly ladies told me, well, thank you for standing up for me because I dislike dudes who hit women. And I was like, yeah, so do I.
Right.
I see a dude hit a woman or sexually molest a woman or even a child, man. It's fucking go time.
Right.
Eating my knuckles.
For real.
Especially an 8-year-old little girl, man.
Yeah, that's messed up. Well, YouTube, right now, I'm not really focused on dating too much, you know. I've decided to be more focused on my music, my guitar playing, you know, and finding a job and shit like that. But the economy in Casper kind of sucks right now. Hey, it's the Budweiser delivery. Yeah. Look at that. Bud Light truck. All right. Up for whatever. No, but you know, when Alex was telling me about that sicko on the bus he encountered earlier and that fucking asshole he had to beat up at the library, I'm sitting here going, what the fuck is wrong with people anymore?
Right.
Like, god damn it, dude.
Where I come from, if a fucking dude would have touched a little girl like that, he wouldn't have even gotten fucking prompted. His ass would have gotten fucking stomped.
Right?
You hit a woman where I come from, man, your ass is fucking better expect to be either hanging or fucking beat the hell up.
I disagree with hitting women as well.
Yeah, so do I.
But if she starts hitting you like a man and your life is in danger, you should have the right to at least fend for yourself.
Totally.
You know?
When it comes to that, that's no big deal, you know?
Yeah, but if it's unprovoked, you don't have the right, dude.
Exactly. Well, growing up, always watching my mother abused by my dad, and he's fucking 6'9", 350 pounds, all muscle.
Damn!
Watching him fucking beat my mom continuously. That's why the dude she's married to now, when I was 13, I told him, you fucking lay a hand on my mom in any physical way, I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Right?
Oh, and then that's when he told me, oh, well, I used to be an enforcer for the Sons of Silence motorcycle gang. I told him, I don't fucking care, dude. fucking physically abuse my mom and I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Right.
And then there was one night he got really fucking drunk and pissed off at my mom because she couldn't get up because she had knee surgery, and he was drunk and he stood up and raised a fist at my mom. When I stood up, he sat right the fuck down.
Hell yeah, man.
And my mom's like, you better not fucking raise a fist to me again when my son's around, because next time I'll let him whoop your ass.
Oh.
I'm not a mama's boy, but I love my mom with all my heart, and always watching a woman abused, man, is my biggest fucking pet peeve.
Right.
And a man thinks he's a fucking man because he hits a woman. It's
Bitch,
like,
please.
It's like, come
right.
on, motherfucker, you hit a fucking woman, you're just gonna be a fucking bitch.
Oh, you see that in the background? Right there's the moon, right where my finger's pointing. Right there, that YouTube, that right there's a full moon.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. But, yeah.
Motherfucker, dudes who hit women, man, deserve to be in a fucking penitentiary and be a bitch using red M&Ms for lipstick.
Oh!
Motherfucker.
Yeah, I did drop my soda, my Mountain Dew Black Label earlier. I was not happy about that, but I cussed about it, picked it up and got over it. Whew.
I still got that Coke if you want a drink or two. Just let me know.
Alright, I'm gonna find a trash can and throw this empty can away.
Yeah, there's one up here by Poor Boys. That big old fucking metal trailer looking thing, that's a dumpster.
Hell yeah.
So
yeah, I'm not gonna just fucking throw my can on the ground, dude. Fuck that, man. You gotta have respect for Mother Earth, man.
Mother Nature's a beautiful woman.
Oh,
you
yeah.
fucking destroy Mother Nature, man, and
Oh, Mother Nature's a bitch, man. You don't want to fuck up Mother Nature's one scary bitch, you two. Let me tell you.
Fucking A, especially when you piss her off.
Yeah, especially when you piss her off, man. That's part of, you know. I will say this, YouTube. I practice my own branch of black magic, and because of that, I have a lot of respect for Mother Earth and Mother Nature herself.
Hell yeah.
To me, Mother Nature is a goddess.
Fucking right.
You know what I'm saying, YouTube? Like, for real.
That crazy dumpster.
Hell yeah.
Oh, fucking, I heard all loaf and jugs are getting shut down because somebody bought them out.
Oh, fuck.
So,
Whoop. There we go.
because the one over on McKinley in North Casper's already shut down.
Oh, the reason why they shut that down is because people kept on robbing it.
Yeah, I know, and this one's getting shut down in 8 days.
Damn it.
And
Well, I don't care if they change the label of it or whatever, just as long as it stays relatively the same.
yeah.
Like, I remember when some big corporation came in and bought out,
Mini-Mart.
not Mini-Mart, but, it's the Safeway.
Yep.
And they turned it into Ridley's. Like, damn, you know.
It's like fucking.
Hey, Black Sunday Tattoo Parlor, rock and roll, people.
Hell yeah.
Okay, you want to know something, YouTube? If you're coming to Casper, Wyoming, and you want a damn good tattoo,
Go to Black Sunday.
oh, hell yeah, you go to Black Sunday, man. You know that cobra on my left arm with the pot leaves and the pentagram on its head? Yeah, I got it done there. Black Sunday, best place in town to get a tattoo, in my opinion. That's the thing about tattoos, man, is you gotta do your research before you pick the location, because there are some locations that will literally fuck your shit up.
Make it all crooked or
Yeah.
fucking faded and not fucking finish it, not do it properly.
Right.
And then charge you extra.
Yeah.
It's like what?
I've heard of some tattoo parlors in town where people went to go get tattoos done.
Like the ink spot.
Like the ink spot or whatever, and fucking their fucking tattoo gets infected, and it's like, what the hell, dude?
Fucking right.
Like, no, you know. Let me tell you something about Black Sunday Tattoo Parlor, YouTube. Very professional, amazing work, and yeah, my tattoo healed up nicely.
And they know how to sterilize their needles. And
Not only that, not only did they know how to sterilize their needles, but yeah, you know, very professional atmosphere.
hell yeah.
And at the same time, you know, they know how to chill out and have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll bullshit with you while you're getting your tattoo done, you know?
Right.
Yeah. You know what the cool thing is, though? Is that some people from Canada were coming into Black Sunday to get a tattoo done. All right. Literally, these people from Canada were coming into Black Sunday to get a tattoo done. And they were tripping out because they're like, no way! You know, because it turns out these people from Canada were actually fans of my YouTube videos, and they were just tripping out because fucking they're fans of my videos and they're getting their tattoos done at the same place I'm getting mine done. You know, they were like, hey, that's kind of cool, you know.
Right.
But yeah, me and my homeboy Alex just walking around at night. Right now we're in North Casper. About to go help out homegirl of ours. So, yeah. Zigzag. Zigzag. Yeah, dude, I cannot fucking stand it when dudes hit on women or treat them like fucking eye candy. It just pisses me off, dude.
Or treat them like they're fucking a sex doll or something.
Right.
Fucking thinking, oh, she's this age, man, but I really don't care. I need some fucking pussy because I can't get none by a woman my age.
Oh,
it's like, what the fuck, man? You always got your fucking hand.
Right.
Ain't got a fucking molested fucking little 8-year-old girl touch her set inappropriately and shit.
Right.
He's lucky that wasn't my niece. Because then it would have been.
Oh, then didn't you tell the bus driver what he was doing? And the bus driver was like, well, I didn't see it. And you're like, what the and then you're like, what the fuck ever, dude?
Right.
Bus driver was like, how do I know you're not lying? I'm like, dude, wasn't the bus full of people when you were on there?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, see, there you go. You could have been like, you ask any of these motherfuckers that were sitting here. I guarantee you. Yeah. Ugh. Shit, man, the last time I had some good pussy, I think it was before Thanksgiving last year.
Fuck, dude, the last time I had good pussy was before I got married.
Yeah. Man, my dry spells seem to last a long-ass time. And, you know, fun size Felicia, she does help with the dry spells a little bit. You know, if I get too depressed and lonely and I'm craving some
pussy and
some pussy.
Jacking off.
Yeah, if you're craving some pussy, I'm tired of jacking off, you know what I'm saying? You know, fucking, yeah, you know. But fun size Felicia on my bed, strip her naked and go to town, you know?
Right.
But yeah,
Oh, did I tell you I seen this gay dude today he stuck cantaloupes in his shirt at Walmart and he was wearing a mini skirt.
what the fuck?
Yeah, dude, he bent over to pick something up and all you seen was fucking ball sack.
Ugh.
And my buddy Carl's like, man, that's fucking nasty, man.
Right?
And dude's all like, what, you got a fucking problem because I'm gay? And me and my buddy just kept walking.
Right.
It's like, fuck that, dude. And then he tried hitting up on us like, hey, man, can I get your number? And
You're
I was like, fuck you, man.
Right? You know, if some gay dude were to hit on me, I'd be polite about it the first time. I'd be like, no, bro, I'm straight. Fuck off. This is your only warning.
Right.
Second time, you're getting your fucking ass kicked.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to put up with it, dude.
I told that dude, I was like, dude, I'm straight. I love pussy. So you keep bugging me and you're going to eat my knuckles.
Right.
And the motherfucker's like, oh, well, you ain't got to be so rude to a woman. I was like, dude, you ain't a fucking woman.
Right. You fucking... That's what... Man, I'm not here to disrespect on transgender, but if they want to be delusional and call themselves the sex they aren't, go ahead. You know, more power to you. But I really don't care, you know?
I don't judge gay people because I have friends and cousins that are gay.
Right.
It's just when they fucking hit on me and shit, it's like, fuck you, man. Get the fuck away from me.
Well, it's like, you know, you can change your outside body, but you can't change your DNA structure.
Exactly.
You know, I'm not going to discriminate against gays or transgender or any of that, you know what I'm saying?
No reason to.
But some dude cuts his dick off, gets a fake vagina and some boobs puts in place, and says he's a chick. It's like, well, that's good. Or I'm Tony Hawk then. Where's my skateboard? You know, like, for real.
Where's the fuck's my mansion?
For real. Oh, man. What's good, YouTube? I got you on my camera phone here. And if you saw my last video was basically giving you all some advice when it comes to dealing with a cold. These last couple of days I haven't gotten a cold, but my nose and my sinuses have been pretty stuffed up. My immune system seems to be doing a pretty good job of fighting off the cold here. So right now my sinuses aren't too terribly plugged up, but that's because I've been blowing my nose as much as humanly possible. But anyways, Easter is coming up on April 16th, which is a little, maybe a couple weeks away. And because I was hungry for some boiled eggs anyway, I figured I would show you all on YouTube how to make hard-boiled eggs. Now, I'm not going to dye any of these eggs. All of these eggs that I boil are going to get eaten, obviously, but with Easter right around the corner, it just seemed like an appropriate opportunity to make a cooking video and all that. Yeah. I gotta say though, YouTube, I like hard-boiled eggs. They're pretty good. And the cool thing about this recipe is it's so easy to make. It's an excellent source of protein. And it doesn't have to be Easter time for you to make hard-boiled eggs. Yeah, there's that Rasta staff that I'm working on. That Rasta staff needs like 3 to 4 more things before it's done. But we're gonna venture into my kitchen real quick, and we're gonna hard boil some eggs. Show you how this is done. Are you ready? I hope you're ready. I'm ready. You'll have to forgive me if I sound a little bit stuffed up. I've been fighting off sinus pressure these last couple of days. And on the grand scheme of things, YouTube, it could be worse. Like I said, my immune system seems to be doing a pretty good job of fighting off a cold, so. Alright. Well, we got the stove right here. And the first thing you're going to do, let's put the camera down here. We'll take the pot that we're going to boil our eggs in. And we're going to walk over to the sink. And let's go ahead and turn on the light so you can see what we're doing here. Oh, I can see what I'm doing without the light on, but for the camera's sake. Okay, now you see I filled the water up on here. Now what I'm going to do now is turn the stove on to high. And we'll dump just a little bit of this water out. Just a little bit. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to walk over to fridge real quick here, and we'll take our cage-free eggs, 1 dozen gray AA large eggs, and well, when you get eggs, you gotta watch out for stuff like this right here. See how that's cracked? Yeah, be careful. And very gently, we're gonna set the egg in there just like that, and repeat the process until all your eggs are in there. This is how you boil eggs, people. Real easy. This is a great way to get an excellent source of protein. Okay, and this one's a little cracked on the top, so we're going to be very careful sticking this one in here. Okay, we'll set the broken one right there, just like that. All right. All right. Now all you gotta do is give it a couple minutes here. The stove turned on to high. And well, what you're going to do is just let them sit there until they're nice and hard boiled. While waiting for those to boil up, I got a little bit of dishes to do, so go ahead and set the camera down here. Oh, come on. There we go. All right. Alright. So I'm going to do some dishes here while the eggs boil up real quickly. Turn on that hot water. Grab my dish rag. Grab our dishwashing soap. Oop. Get back up there. Nope, I said stay. Stay. Listening problems will not be tolerated on the King Cobra cooking show. Yeah. Got my greasy hamburger spatula, that definitely needed cleaned. You know, YouTube, my homeboy Scotty has tried to set me up with chicks in the past, and every time he tries to set me up with a girlfriend, they'll back out at the last minute, or they'll be like, ew, gross, you know, because they don't even know me. Well, there was this one girl that my homeboy Scotty was trying to set me up with. This girl named Bailey that he went to high school with. And by all accounts, Bailey seemed like the kind of girl that would click really well with me, you know. But every time me and Bailey tried to make plans to meet up, something always came up that prevented us from meeting, so to speak. And eventually she just gave up. And I don't blame her in the slightest, because if you try to make plans to hang out with somebody, and every time you try to make plans to hang out with somebody, something always came up. You know, eventually you'd be like, maybe it wasn't meant to happen. Yeah. Well, that didn't stop YouTube from making fun of me for it. YouTube. What do I mean by this? Well, some of you should know that the girl Bailey that Scotty was trying to set me up with, she doesn't do social media. Okay? She doesn't. What Scotty told me, this is what Bailey told him, is Scotty told me that Bailey told him, Bailey seems to think that social media is poison. That's, you know, and to some extent she's right. You know, being on social media isn't necessarily a bad thing, but there are going to be people out there who see you as an easy target, and hold on a second, that screen was, the screen of my phone was trying to do something. I'm like, nope. Alright. Okay, hold on a second. Now you see this right here? Let's turn the stove down all the way up down to a 4. Okay, then the reason why I did that is because the water is starting to boil. And we don't need to spoon over the top here. So I turned the stove down to a 4 while the eggs continue to boil here. Okay. Let those boil for a little bit longer. Excuse me. I'll let those eggs boil over a little bit longer while I finish my dishes in the sink here. I don't like doing dishes, YouTube, but someone's got to do them. So we'll check on the. I got the eggs boiling behind me here, so I can watch them while I do my dishes here. My fucking dream house is gonna have a dishwasher in it, I swear, and a sink, and a stove with an oven, and a circular hibachi grill in the middle of the kitchen. Yes. And it may look like a lot of dishes in my sink, but when you get down to it, there really isn't that much. You know? Just get in there with some hot water and some soap and get it done. You know, YouTube, nobody likes doing chores. There are a select few that like doing them. That's because those people are weird. So you want my advice? Next time you're doing chores, if you have an iPhone or an iPod of some sort, next time you're doing chores, listen to music while you're doing chores. And I guarantee you, if you're jamming out to your favorite artists, then it'll seem less like a chore. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's just something I do sometimes when sometimes when I do chores around my apartment, I'll listen to music while I work. And if you recognize this spatula right here, This is going to be the spatula we use to scoop out the hard-boiled eggs into a bowl to cool off. Now, watching me do dishes probably isn't very entertaining, YouTube, but I gotta do something while I let those eggs boil, because I can't just stand here and bullshit with you on camera. Only I could stand here and bullshit with you on camera, but not while all these dishes need to be done. How the Megs looking? They're looking like they're doing their thing. All right, all right. And I'm still a little bit stuffed up. But it's not nearly as bad as it was these last couple of days. I mean, for the most part, my body seems to be doing an awesome job fighting off this cold. The only thing I've gotten that's cold-like is a stuffy sinus, lots of mucus, and a cough, and that's it. Almost had a sore throat the other day, but my body's like, nope, we're not having this crap, we're not doing this. Well, if I'm job hunting and looking for a job, I can't afford to be sick right now. I really can't, YouTube. You know? Fucking someone calls me in for a job interview, and I say I can't come in because I'm fucking sick. Fuck that noise. Straight up, fuck that noise. And I think subconsciously my body realizes this too. So it's like my immune system's been working pretty good lately. Alright, getting these dishes done. Get the sink emptied and put whatever's on the side right here in here. You know, talk about one of the easiest foods to make, YouTube. Making hard-boiled eggs. I'm not shitting you, YouTube. Making hard-boiled eggs is literally one of the easiest recipes out there to make. Alright, hold on a second, YouTube. I'll be right back. Oh man. Now look at that. Hand sanitizer. Which is important to use after blowing your nose, especially if you're cooking food. I don't know, YouTube. You think they're done yet? What do you think? You think you're done? I don't know, YouTube. What do you think? You think these bastards are about ready to be scooped out? Yeah, I think these are done. Let's go ahead and turn the stove off. Now we're gonna need something to put these on. I need something to put these on. Okay, well, what we can do is we can put all the hard-boiled eggs on this freshly cleaned plate. We carefully take our hot water and dump it. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to set the camera down right here. All right. Now to... I might be able to just... Yeah, let's go like this instead. Yeah, they're hard. You could use a spatula for this, but those first two might have difficulty getting out, so, you know. Oop. Hot. right, ladies and gentlemen of a YouTube society, look at this: 12 hard-boiled eggs ready for consumption. Yeah, buddy. But right now, you can see that they're done. They're nice and solid. Now I'm going to let these bastards cool off. And then once these eggs cool off, then we'll have ourselves something to eat. But I don't want to sit here and keep you waiting for these eggs to cool off. I just wanted to show you how to make hard-boiled eggs. And that I did. As you can see, when you drop it, you know it's hard-boiled when you can squeeze your egg, and you notice that it cracks, but none of the stuff comes out. See what I'm saying? Like, you can crack your egg just like that, and you notice that none of the stuff on the inside comes out. That's how you know it's a hard-boiled egg. So to help them cool off faster, we're going to pre-crack these shells here. Okay. All right. There you go. Those are some hard-boiled eggs, all right. I got each one of those bastards cracked open just so they can cool off a little bit faster. But yeah, I'll eat some on camera here in a bit. But I thought I'd just show y'all how to make hard-boiled eggs. Seems how, one, it's a tasty snack and a great source of protein. And two, with Easter coming up, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people are going to be like, how do you do that? You know. But literally, the easiest way to make eggs is to boil them. Literally, the easiest way to do it. What is this? I found a little bit of a cigarette in my tray here. Actually, you know what? I think I'll just take any cigarette butt that I have in my trays right now and just squeeze the tobacco into my pipe, just like that. Just excuse me. Now, normally I don't cough when I smoke tobacco, but whenever I get a mild cold of any kind going, you know, like I have right now. What I have right now is a very mild cold. And my sinuses are still a little bit stuffed up. I got lots of mucus in my system. And I'm coughing a little bit. But other than that, YouTube, I feel perfectly fine. You know, other than my sinuses being stuffed up, having a small cough, and having my body filled up with mucus. Other than that, you know, like I said, my body seems to be doing an awesome job of fighting that cold, yeah? So there you go. Another cooking video. And on my next video, I'll show you how to eat a hard-boiled egg, and yeah. Excuse me. But other than the cough, the stuffy nose, the stuffy sinuses, and that's literally the only 3 things affecting me right now. Other than those 3 things, I feel just fine. And I know I'm being kind of a hypocrite from this video, but the best way to avoid spreading the cold of any kind, you know, is learning to cough into your arm. A lot of people, when they cough and they're out in public, they cough into their hand, and everything they touch after that is going to have the cold virus on it. So, you know, if you want to avoid spreading the cold to other people, pretty much cough into your arm, that sort of thing. Yeah. And let me tell you, I woke up this morning, I was having the most wonderful dream, YouTube. I had a dream that I met some cute raven-haired, pale-skinned beauty, and that me and her were dating, and then in the dream we were all in public together being cutesy and shit, you know. And then I woke up and my nose was stuffed up, and I'm like, damn it, it was only a dream. It felt so realistic. And I was enjoying the dream, and then I woke up, and when you wake up and realize that it was just a dream, that you're still single and no girl wants you. Well, I shouldn't say that. You know, there are some girls out there that probably fancy me, but they're just too nervous to talk to me. So I really can't honestly say that, you know. You know, when I say things like no girl wants me, I'm mostly saying that out of self-pity, because I get rejected by the opposite sex all the goddamn time. But there are some girls out there that don't react negatively to my presence. And these girls are a lot easier to focus on than the ones that look at you like you're dog shit or whatever, you know. But off topic, as usual. Let them delicious hard-boiled eggs cool off, and then I'll do a video on my computer just chilling, you know. But anyways, this here is KingCobraJFS with another video. And hopefully this mild sinus crap goes away soon. Anyways, thank you for watching. Catch you all later. What's good, YouTube? Right now, me and my buddy Alex are gonna go help our buddy Corey move. And on the way over there, we stopped to grab this drink, so we're gonna do a review for you on YouTube. This is the Arizona Mucho Mango fruit juice tea, packed with vitamin C and mango-y goodness. Let's see how it do though. Oh yeah. Oh god damn it, that is bomb. That is delicious.
Excellent.
Refreshing.
Vitamin C fortified.
Oh yeah, vitamin C fortified, refreshing mango goodness.
Helps epileptics, I'll tell you that.
Right.
It's got vitamin C.
And one can like that only costs you 99 cents. You can't beat that. You get this tall ass fucking can for 99 cents. That's a deal right there.
And it's 100% natural.
Yep. So if you ever get a chance to see the, if you ever see this in the store, like, you gotta check this out. This is good stuff right here. So yeah, your store might not have it in the cans, but you might be able to go to the store and you'll probably see it in like a giant jug or something, you know. But yeah, Arizona Mucho Mango is where it's at, YouTube. That's a good drink that's a good drink right there. You could do some great combinations with this.
Oh, heck yeah. Mucho Mango and Jack Daniels Tennessee whiskey honey.
Yes, I was just gonna say. That, yeah, you mix this Mucho Mango with some Jack Daniels Tennessee honey. Oh my fucking god, dude. That just sounds so good.
Talk about a mixed drink.
Yeah, no shit.
That would be getting women.
Hell yeah. So yeah, that's how. Yep, that gets the double burp of approval. The double burp of approval right there.
Hell yeah.
Especially with the weather getting warmer, man. Nothing like a thirst-quenching Arizona tea right there, I tell you what.
And that's gone. Might just keep the can for an ornament.
Yeah.
There's a dumpster up here.
Now, another good Arizona tea is the Arizona green tea with honey and ginseng. That's really
and
good.
The sweet tea, because it's also got ginseng and honey in it.
Yep, the sweet tea's good. Arizona makes good tea, though.
There's 3 kinds that I mainly drink. And that's the Mucho Mango, and the sweet tea of Arizona, and the green tea.
Yep. Well, anyway, this is KingCobraJFS with another drink review. Catch you all you cool cobras on the flip side, yo. What's good, YouTube? So I'm here to do a review of Cherry Pepsi. I have some in the glass right here. Let's see how it goes. Yep, that's some pretty good shit. Cherry Pepsi's not bad.
That's a belch of approval right there.
Yep.
I'm okay with you.
Well, me and Alex went over to go help our buddy Corey move, but he never showed up, so... Alex was getting kind of hungry, so I was like, hey man, you want to get some pizza and some cigarettes? I'm like, yeah, sure. So, you know, he took the 20 bucks he had, and he went and got some pizza and some soda and some cigarettes. Little Caesars has never disappointed me.
Nope, me neither. Other than when you find a worm in one of your pizzas.
When did that happen to you?
Back in 2012.
Oh, okay, so they probably fixed it by then.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think the dude put a worm in it because of Jessica. Because she was being pretty fucking rude.
Yeah. Ooh. So yeah, Cherry Pepsi's good, but compared to Cherry Coke, I'm not knocking Cherry Pepsi. I like it, but I like the taste of Cherry Coke a lot better. If I could describe the taste of Cherry Pepsi, YouTube, it kind of reminds me of a cherry cough syrup almost sort of flavor, which it's not bad. I'm not knocking it, but you know, it's sugary caffeinated goodness, but yeah, it's good stuff. Ooh. Blah 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 blah. So check this out. Mountain Dew label has come out with a green label. I'd be down to try it, and you know, when I do try it, I'll do a review on it, of course. And for a drink combination, I want to mix Mountain Dew Black Label, Mountain Dew Green Label, Pink Bubbly Champagne, and Jack Daniels Tennessee Honey, mixed with Mucho Mango Arizona Tea. I think all 5 of those mixed into one glass
would make a killing. They would be so good.
Oh yeah, I think that would be a really tasty drink combination.
It'd make a killing, bro, if you sold that shit in a store.
Well, some of my drink combinations are just that good. Chi-Chi's Mexican Mudslide, which has got alcohol in it, really good stuff. You mix that with A&W root beer, oh. Damn, dude, look at the size of this thing. Alright, as a review on that Cherry Pepsi, I want to give you a quick cigarette review, and then we'll end the video. It's going to be a review right here of Pall Mall Red 100s.
Pretty good. That's what I smoke because they're pretty strong.
Yeah. Pall Mall Red 100s are slow burning. You can smell the tobacco in them, and yeah, the tobacco's got a nice smell to it. Now I have the window wide open and I have the fan on so that any of the cigarette smoke that gets blown towards the fan immediately gets blown out the window. It's such a nice fucking day outside that,
hell yeah,
you know.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, spring is definitely here. Yeah, that's got a nice body on it. Yeah, that tastes like a regular cigarette. That's pretty good.
But 10 times stronger.
I don't know, do you think Marlboros or Pall Malls are stronger?
I'd go for the Pall Malls. Because Marlboros, shit. The only kind of Marlboros I think that are strong are the Marlboros fucking Special Blend.
Special Blend Red 100s. Yeah, those are good.
Those are pretty strong, and they're mellows too. They ain't fucking harsh, and they burn slow, just like the Pall Malls do. Because every other cigarette that burns so quick got a type of igniter sprayed on the tobacco.
Yeah.
To keep it ignited so it doesn't burn out. But cigarettes that burn out like this, I find are a good thing for fire safety. Because if you drop your
They had
cigarette...
to quit doing that. They actually quit spraying that chemical on
Oh,
the
they
cigarette.
did?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
because of that, yeah. The only thing that would be stronger than a Pall Mall would be a Winston Red 100.
Yeah. No doubt.
Look at the ash in my shirt. Grab that real quick and put it in my ashtray. Okay, there we go. But yeah, Winston Red 100s are good, but they're expensive.
Fucking hell yeah, they are.
In fact, Winston cigarettes used to be featured in the Flintstones commercials. The Flintstones cartoon, I should say, in a commercial way back in the day.
Yep.
Before it became illegal to advertise cigarettes on TV. Well, this Saturday, Ron White is coming to Casper, and the show starts at 7:30. That's what's up.
Heck yeah.
We had This Caesar's hot and ready. $5 pepperoni carry out, and yeah, it was good. Well, anyways, this is KingCobraJFS with another video.
Called Cherry Pepsi Review.
Yep, Cherry Pepsi and Pall Mall review. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all you cool cobras on the flip side. Greetings, fellow YouTubers. Now, this is my carry wand that I carry on me. I've had a couple of these in my day that were really good, but they break, you know, and shit happens, so you gotta remake them. And this is my newest remade one that I made for myself. There is a nick in the handle, like right here. So I took a couple sections of the handle off, and yeah, this fits much more comfortably in the hand, and this wand feels pretty balanced actually. Yeah. I'm wondering if I concentrate hard enough, can I get a little bit of blue energy to appear right here. See if we can make the energy green. Just like some green light up here above. Like, right on the tip of it. Huh. Well, if y'all saw anything on camera, you know, let me know. But yeah, this is the one that I carry on me. I can stick it in my pocket, like right there, just like that. Made it myself. I'm good at making these. I've gotten a lot better at crafting these actually. Nice and solid. Yeah. The most time-consuming part about making a wand is waiting for the paint to dry. So I had to redo the handle just a little bit, and now the wand feels perfectly balanced. just the energy on it. Yep, okay, cool. If I channel my energy, want it. Now, the way I test it, if I channel my energy through my wand hand into the wand, out the tip of it, and try to see if I can feel the opposite end of it, I could definitely feel something, so, okay. Right the fuck on. This right there is a nicely crafted wand. This looks like something you'd see in a movie. Yeah. My skills are getting better, that's for sure. This has definitely got a nice solid feel to it. As you may have noticed, the right arm on my chair broke off. The thing wasn't staying on there to begin with. There's a way to fix it, but I'm not going to be able to fix it right away, so... Other than that, you know, it still functions as a nice regular chair, so... I'm not tripping out about it. It could be worse, YouTube. Most definitely, it could be worse. Well, I was making a video where I was trimming up the handle on my wand to make the wand more balanced and fit more comfortably in the hand of mine. And the video froze up, the audio continued to record, and so I lost that, but that's quite alright. So fucking redo it. Excuse me. And you might get some strange looks from people if they see it sticking out of your pocket. You know. And they might look at you even more funny when you tell them, oh yeah, I practice magic. That's why I carry it in my pocket as part of it, you know. And anyone who laughs at you, any Christian who laughs at you for practicing magic is a fucking idiot, because Christians who ridicule people for practicing magic, you have to take a look at your own belief system. You believe in some talking dead guy. You believe that Jesus Christ died for your sins and then rose from the dead or some shit. Now, rising from the dead, that sounds like necromancy. And that his followers drank his blood, which turned to wine, and his flesh, which turned to bread. Which sounds an awful lot like vampirism and cannibalism. And yet, Christians want to ridicule somebody for practicing magic. That just, you know... Katy Perry got into some serious trouble
couple weeks ago because she posted a picture of the Hindu goddess, and she captioned the photo, "I feel like this," on her Instagram. And the Hindu people were pissed, like, how dare you? You cannot say you feel like a god. I hear where they're coming from, but at the same time, she could have been worse. Now, as I recall, Katy Perry had her wedding in India, so she has a lot of respect for that culture and what have you, but, you know, you gotta understand that she's Christian, you know. She probably didn't, and she probably didn't realize it at first, but after she posted it, she realized she'd get a lot of crap for it. She even herself said, you know, hey. But did she depict the Hindu goddess butt-ass naked, with a dick in her mouth, with dicks in her hands, a dick between her titties, a dick up her ass, and a dick in her vagina getting fucked and jizzed on 10 ways till Sunday? No, she didn't. And I'm not trying to be offensive to the Hindu people, I'm just making a point. That, well, you know, she shouldn't have done that on Instagram, but at the same time, she could have been worse with her post. One Hindu person commented on her post, and this is what pissed me off about the whole deal. One Hindu person commented on Katy Perry's little Instagram post, "I'm sick and tired of the Hindu people getting picked on." And I'm like, oh, you're sick and tired of the Hindu people getting picked on. Oh, boo-hoo. Tell that to the millions of Muslims who get picked on because some fucking asshole pretends to be Muslim and then kills a bunch of people, and then it gives the Muslim faith a bad name. Oh, no, but you're sick and tired of the Hindu people getting picked on. Tell that to the 6 million Jews who died in the Holocaust. Oh, but you're sick and tired of Hindus getting picked on. Tell that to myself and other people who practice magic, who have been being persecuted for thousands of years. But you're sick and tired of being picked on. Tell that to the victims of the Salem witch trials. Oh, but the Hindus are sick of getting picked on. I'm sure at some point every religion's been picked on at some point or another. I don't doubt this. But as somebody who practices my own branch of black magic, I have to think of myself as such, you know, and I think to myself, you know, it can be somewhat fascinating to at least brush up on the basics of other religions, so you at least get a insight into what they think and study. So when someone's challenging you to an intellectual conversation about religious practice, you can theoretically look at them and be like, well, religion itself may be different in the beliefs, but it's theoretically the same principle. A belief in something and a chance for people to get together and find friendship in, you know, getting together and sharing the same ideology and beliefs, you know what I'm saying? And that's what religion really is. It doesn't matter if you're a Satanist or a Christian, you know what I'm saying? Because you're still identifying with a deific force, whether it be satanic or Christian. And, you know, Christians gather in mass and pray to Sky God and Jesus and all that bullshit. And Satanists get together and they pray to Satan in mass and they get together. So really the only difference is the deific force you're praying to. And to tell you the truth, YouTube, paganism was the very first belief ever established on this planet. People discovered that Mother Earth had many secrets in her remedies and in her weather. Way before drugstores and pharmaceuticals were ever discovered, humans had to discover that there were plants you could use to remedy yourself if need be. Christians, Jews, and Islamic faith, the Christian, Islamic, and Jew faith, okay? Judaism, Christianity, and Islamic faiths have all ripped off some portion of paganism and adopted it as their own. And then they got twisted into their own crazy ideology. And even though Christians and Muslims are completely different, you notice that in the Old Quran, Allah's kind of fucked up. In the Old Testament, God's kind of a dick. But then in the New Testament and the New Quran, their deific forces are written off as much nicer people. And wouldn't that be some shit if these suicide bombers get to heaven and there's Allah fucking smoking a fat cigar, fucking some whore 10 ways till Sunday, and he's not even married. And then when he gets done, he fucking eats a shit ton of bacon and says, "Oh, you martyred yourself for me? I'm a peace-loving deity." Fuck you, dumbass, you got screwed. And as somebody who practices his own belief, I find the idea of some unseen sky god testing his faith in you every day, you know, stupid. Like the idea of this almighty being that cares for his so-called children. Yeah, there's children in Africa who are starving. You know, there's children everywhere dying of privation, starvation, disease, famine, neglect. There's children in the Catholic Church that get molested, and what good is Sky God if he can't protect his own children in his own fucking house of worship? You know, and I generally, well, I'll discuss this for a YouTube video to kind of make a point here. But in the outside world, if I'm harassed by a Christian, if they come up to me and they say, "Hey, would you like to hear about Jesus Christ today?" If I very politely say, "No, thank you," and if they see the wand handle sticking in my pocket, all I gotta say is I practice black magic and leave it at that. And that's usually enough for 98% of them to fuck off. This one time I was walking to the convenience store to get a pack of smokes, and this Christian couple pulls over in their van, and they looked at me and the group of friends that I had walking with me, and they said, "Would you like to hear about Jesus Christ tonight?" And I very politely said, "No thank you, I practice black magic." I was just supposed to pull out my wand too and show them it, but then they're like, right before I said, right after I said, "Have a good night," and I was about ready to pull out my wand and show them it, but then before I had a chance to, they're like, "Thanks, you too," and they drove out of there faster than hell's bells. And it wasn't this wand that I have right in front of me that I hold in my hand. It was a different one that I had at the time. Excuse me, I farted. No, but a wand can be a very powerful tool in the right hands, YouTube. Quite often, each wand has its own flow to it. Each wand has its own flow of energy to it. Let's see how the flow on this one's doing. Ooh. That's nice and solid. I dig that. It's got a nice flow to it. The balance on it is really nice too. That's a finely tuned wand right there. work here. This is smooth sanded. I think I used the last of my sandpaper to make sure I still had the magic touch to making these. And yeah. So I know when I get more sandpaper and I go to make J.K. Rowling's wand, I know it'll turn out nice. Because, well, I had to make myself a new wand anyway for when I walk around stuff, you know. And this is a solid little wand. I'm digging it. Well, it's not little by any means. This has definitely got some length to it, but this definitely has got a nice weight to it. This was made out of a stick that I found here in town, you know. Anybody can buy a wand online, but taking a stick that you find in your surroundings and crafting a wand out of it, that's, you know. The word witchcraft means so much more than just crafting magic. You know, you're also crafting spells, crafting your own wands, crafting potions and what have you. And if you think about it, chemistry is a form of potion brewing. If you think about this, just for 1 second, YouTube. Potions, you know, chemistry is basically potions without herbalism added to it, if you think about this logically for a second. And if people were to tell you or ask you what's the difference between a Methodist, a Baptist, a Christian, and a Methodist, you know, like a Methodist, a Baptist, a Christian, and all these other different branches of Christianity, basically. And there really is no difference other than, you know, the way they do their services. That's the only fucking difference. And ain't that some shit? Like, you got a Christian, a Baptist, and a Methodist. They're all three basically the same beliefs, just they're preached a little bit differently. And a lot of them will disagree with each other on how they should properly worship God. So if someone were to ask you, what's the difference, you know, seriously, what is the difference between a Catholic, a Methodist, a Baptist, and a Christian? Between the four of them, nothing significant, really, just in the way they worship God, you know. Now, even though the pentagram is a satanic symbol, it is also a pagan symbol. And paganism and Satanism are different because Satanists will strictly deal with Satan, whereas pagans will involve Satan if they're doing a dark spell. The difference. Yes. But wands and magical discussion aside, you know, when trolls talk shit about Fun Size Felicia, they're just jealous that they don't have fans that send them stuff. And that's the honest truth right there. Yep. And I've personally witnessed things myself that make me a true believer in magic. If I tune my mind to the right frequency, YouTube, if I tune my mind to the right frequency, I've been known to make shit move. I remember one time when I was sitting at a table and I had this empty glass next to me and it moved a couple of feet, like not a feet, but like a couple inches beside me, like that. And I was staring at it long enough and it just, you know what I'm saying? So I've personally witnessed this myself. I've witnessed telepathic abilities if I tune my mind to the right frequency, which I think is pretty cool. Now, I study a combination of spiritual meditation, Tai Chi, telekinesis, electrokinesis, my own form of black magic, and a bit of Wiccan kind of just mixed into one, you know what I'm saying? All that mixed into one, and it works for me. I got my own belief system, it works for me, you know. I don't try to convince people to join, but whenever I've had a Jesus freak come up to me and try to convince me, I have techniques that I could use that would shatter their national way of thinking completely, and it would make them question everything that they believe in entirely. And normally when I get approached by a Bible-thumping asshole, I try to be polite and tell them, fuck off, I don't believe in that shit, I have my own thing going. But if they're persistent, that's when I become a dick. And questioning their faith by asking the obvious question. Okay, you say you worship God and that God loves all his children. Yet where's your almighty sky God when his children are getting molested in a Catholic church? Or when his children are dying of hunger, starvation, disease, poverty, abuse, and neglect? And I suppose you're going to tell me that, oh, God works in mysterious ways. What the fuck ever, dude. And if you read some of the so-called gospel on God, a lot of it you see God's being a huge dickhead to test your faith in him, killing off herds of sheep. Now, if you actually read the Bible, Satan only killed 10 people, and God killed a shit ton more. And yet, Satan's viewed as the bad guy here. Yeah. Just pointing that out. In the Satanic Bible, it says, "Thou shalt not rape a woman. The sex must be consensual." And yet, Venom t-shirt, and yet Satan is viewed as the bad guy. That's kind of fucked if you ask me. Though religion may differ in its beliefs, one thing that religion has in common besides, you know, a way for people to get together and share their same beliefs and worship peacefully, you know. Other than that, the other thing that religion has in common, despite there being so many different religions, is that extremist assholes have ruined it for religion for thousands and thousands of years. You get a Christian who's very ignorant against Muslims and has severe Muslim phobia. You could point out to that kind of Christian that Christians back in the day would persecute people for witchcraft and shit like that. And they would argue, oh, well, not all Christians are like that. Yeah, well, not all Muslims are like that, you know, and that really opens their mind up for a second, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a Muslim, but the Muslims just built this huge ass clock tower at the center of their shrine or whatever, and I'm like, that's what's up. That's a cool looking clock tower too. I dig it. There's actually a worshiping room at the very top of it too. Getting to it requires a lot of access. Yeah. Excuse me. But I could not be Muslim or Jewish, because both religions say you can't eat bacon. And in Muslim faith, you can't smoke tobacco. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? It's bullshit. If I could describe life in 3 words: bullshit, unpredictable, and chaotic. This unseen force that dictates the laws and physics of life and everything around us. You got the universe, and then you got the cosmos. And the cosmos is like the universe's supercomputer. Every thought that's ever been said, everything that's ever been done, every conceivable thing ever thought of, or even conceived of possible, from here to the universe, and the end and back, is stored in the cosmos. And the thing about the universe is that the universe is like energy in a sense. It is ever more growing. The universe is interesting because it's never ending and continues to expand. One human could not circle the entire universe and back and live to tell the tale. You know what I'm saying? In fact, they've discovered solar systems identical to ours, right next to ours. Which means when this entire solar system craps out because of some gigantic explosion or whatever, all the energy collected from this solar system gets thrown into the next one, and all this happens again. That's one theory. And you think of time and energy like a VCR, and a tape in a VCR, and rewinding it, you know. Which basically means that if energy cannot be destroyed or created, as Albert Einstein theorized it, then theoretically speaking, when Mother Earth goes kaboom after the sun's been exploded for a couple hundred years and the last humans died off, and Mother Earth explodes due to the years of pollution and being lived on, and the Earth's core, you know what I'm saying? All the energy from the years that Mother Earth has been on the solar system, all that energy is just floating around, you know. So think about it. It would be like, people theorize about the Big Bang Theory. But what if the Big Bang is the cause of Mother Earth exploding, and then the energy of that explosion is so dense, and the energy behind all the life forces that have come and gone on Mother Earth leading up to that explosion is so severe that it literally, when it explodes, the energy is so severe that, theoretically speaking, it's like hitting rewind on that VCR tape. And the explosion then, once it stops, causes it to happen again, but this time, instead of destroying, it creates. I don't know, that's just a theory I had. I don't claim to be some scientific fucking genius, I just have my fucking theories. Goddamn pipe stand's clogged. And what if this explosion happens so many times that eventually that little solar system collapses on itself, and all the energy has to be transferred to an identical solar system, and the process starts all over again? So, how many explosions do we get before, before it all has to be transferred to another solar system? Which would explain multiple realities and shit like that. Now, if you cannot destroy energy or make it, where does it go when you die? That would explain reincarnation, wouldn't it? This sudden feeling of deja vu, like you've been there before, even though it may be your first time visiting that location. Uh, 37 minutes, that's not too long. Which means that if the Big Bang was caused by Mother Earth exploding from years of age, and then the explosion was, and the energy behind it was great enough to cause it to repeat itself, but in reverse, which then causes everything that's already happened to happen again, which means everything that has happened will happen, everything that hasn't happened will happen, everything that already has happened will happen again. Which means the dinosaurs would be reborn and then go extinct again, etc., etc. If that crazy theory of mine is true, which I'm not claiming it is, this is just a theory based off of what science has already discovered. There we go, that pipe was clogged. Holy shit. And here's the kicker of it, YouTube. Because I'm not some fucking scientist, because I haven't gone to college to get some fancy schmancy degree, most people would take my theories as just that. Some random autistic theories on how the fucking universe, or at least the solar system, works to some degree. And they found oh, excuse me, they found water on Mars. You know what I'm saying? So what if, you know, what if humans lived on other planets in past lives, but those planets are worn out to the point from exploding and being recreated so much that they've just simply become different planets. And the only remnants that we have left to know of this is by finding water on different planets. And you look at Pluto, which has now been reclassified as a planet, it's just this ball of ice, which is technically water. Or what if humans are an ancient race descended from aliens? You know what I'm saying? You know, there's a lot of crazy theories out there. And what if aliens are trying to tell us this through the crop circles? Crop circles. You know, Google Plus and all its circles, and they have this movie out called The Circle starring Emma Watson. They have the Arctic Circle. Sometimes they say things happen for a reason. That old expression, things happen for a reason. And the reason could be it's because it's already happened and you may not realize it yet. Which means you have virtually limitless realities which are controlled on and based upon each individual person's actions. Each individual person's personal choice of actions, which leads to a consequence and something happening in that person's reality. Which means we have this unwritten future about us that we don't even know what could happen, what lies out there ahead of us. Our whole lives are passing before our eyes with each and every ticking second. My life and your life are passing before your eyes as you watch this video, as I record this video, you know what I'm saying? That's basically the grasp of it all. Well, this video is long enough. This is KingCobraJFS with another video. Thanks for watching. Catch y'all later. Look what I have here. My BC Rich Warlock Revenge series guitar, custom painted by yours truly. I think I shall open up this video with one song. We should all know it by now. If you're an American like myself and you don't know this song, there's something wrong with you. Weed the People. wearing their shirt to support our troops for smoking cannabis for their PTSD. Boom. And because our founding fathers smoked it, and on top of that, the Declaration of Independence was drafted on hemp paper, so was the United States Constitution. Go figure. Benjamin Franklin wore clothing made out of hemp. George Washington smoked weed for his toothaches. Benjamin Franklin smoked weed. Abraham Lincoln smoked weed. A lot of our founding fathers smoked weed. Oh look, it's the national anthem. I was told that I couldn't play the national anthem. Oh, look what I just did right there. Anyways, the reason why I was not able to be on KeeperCast yesterday is because I had to work. And I would be getting paid $10 an hour, but it's only $7 an hour right now until we can get stuff figured out at work, which I don't mind. Either way you shape it, I'm still getting paid, you know. And when I watched the newest episode of KeeperCast, I noticed that the phony King Cobra decided to make an appearance. This motherfucker is so delusional. Oh, hold on a second. What the fuck is that? Get that off of there. Okay, there we go. In fact, when you saw his fucking little bit that he did on KeeperCast, he wasn't even smoking out of a real pipe. He was hitting a fucking vapor pen Okay, and you notice that when I smoke my pipe, you see it right in front of me directly on camera. And on top of that, the dude orders a Charlie McCarthy doll and then tries to paint it to look like Sean's eyes. But the one thing he failed to realize is that Sean's eyes were green, not brown. And, I got a text message. Hold on a second. Oh, from my buddy Topher. What's good? Now I haven't written chords for the song Troll Slayer yet, but I will. I would like to introduce a good friend of mine, Warlord Campbell, who's been a friend of mine for like 3 years. So, yeah, if you want to, say what you got to say.
What is good, YouTube? I don't know. I'm not very familiar with YouTube. I only have one video on my channel. I have 3 subscribers and 2 likes. And it's only 16 seconds long, but I don't give a fuck. Okay, seriously. I live here. My family's had a long history here. I don't give a fuck. This is bullshit. Okay? A lot of bullshit. I don't give a fuck. My name isn't Warlord for nothing. Okay? Don't like me? Don't like my fucking tour chick? I'll kiss you in the face with it. If not, I got brothers everywhere.
Right?
Because we're warriors.
And the phony King Cobra is such a delusional fucking retard. And on top of that, this motherfucker, dude, it's pathetic.
Okay? And first of all, motherfucker, when you hit a tobacco pipe, you gotta have a fucking lighter.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, I'll show him that here in a bit. I'm going to read this text message real quick from Topher. It says, I'll read you what Topher sent to me. Now, when I saw the episode of KeeperCast, episode number 5, the phony KingCobraJFS accused one of my good friends of smoking spice, and he doesn't, obviously. And I sent Topher a message saying, Scott doesn't smoke spice. And Topher said, I figured I knew that guy was lying, but I prefer to let an idiot talk it. Only makes him look more stupid and less credible. Fuck these idiot trolls, dude. I think you should debut Troll Slayer on the show. Just sent you some cash. I said, okay, thanks. And he sent me a message. At the end of the day, the only people that suck are the ones that pretend to care about you, but are actually fucking your life up. They suck. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And one of the reasons why I try to keep my YouTube away from my parents is because, well, some of the things I do on my YouTube channel, my parents aren't going to agree with. Some of the things I say on my channel, And another reason why I try to keep my parents away from my YouTube channel is because I don't like the fact that they have to witness their only son being bullied on YouTube. And
I fucking hate bullies, people.
yeah. And
I was the bully to the bullies in high school.
And this phony King Cobra motherfucker, my dad sent him a message. He's like, oh, do you like picking on people with Down syndrome? You got a channel for that too, And like, this dude's clueless. And eventually, the phony KingCobraJFS is going to get what's coming to him. And he's going to rue the day he made fun of me.
Oh, and I want to interject here, YouTube. I work in a dish pit. I work in a dish pit with the real Gothic King Cobra. And if you work in that dish pit, I ain't never seen you there before.
Right?
So seriously, if you work there, Let's step outside.
And check this out. On a side note, a lot of the waitresses prefer me over the head dishwasher who's been there for 13 years because I go in there, I get my shit done. Just saying.
I have only had 1 day off in the past 12 days. If you had worked there, I'd know it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Right now, I have 53 hours of normal time and 10 hours overtime. So if you were there, I'd know it.
Yeah. Really, it's the ultimate form of flattery when someone wants to be you so badly. This phony KingCobraJFS loves to suck my dick because that's all he's doing, you know. Now, when I smoke on camera, you can see me smoke on camera. And when you saw the KeeperCast interview with this phony King Cobra, his ventriloquist skills were so bad, he had to hide behind Sean, his little fucking intimidation, his little impersonation of Sean. In fact, come here, Sean. This is the real Sean. What's up, you two? How's it going? Hey, Sean, how the fuck are you? I'm doing good, man. I got me a girlfriend. You did? Yeah. What's your girlfriend's name? Fun Size Felicia. Oh, you dating Fun Size Felicia? Right on. She works at Hot Topic. She's 21, and she's a midget, but she don't care. That's good, that's good. Oh, by the way, Josh, what's up, Sean? Thank you. For what? Setting me up. Oh, setting you up with Fun Size Felicia? You're welcome. You're welcome. You two happy together? Well, to tell you the truth, she says your dick's way better, but mine gets the job done. Wait, I didn't think you had a dick. I didn't think so either. But then one day, me and Fun Size Felicia were fucking or about to, and my dick just magically appeared. No shit. Wow.
Hey, Sean.
What's up?
Warlord Campbell here. Just want to point out, you ever notice that your entire body is the shape of a dick?
This motherfucker right here be nice.
Well, of course. Warlord Campbell's an asshole.
Ha.
And he knows it. Proud of it, too.
So, Sean, where do you work? I work at a funeral home. You do? Yeah, I'm used to seeing assholes with no lives. And the fake KingCobraJFS is no exception. I would say, you know, the usual joke, but I twisted it because, you know, yeah.
Sean, you fucker.
I'm used to seeing assholes with no lives, and tonight's no exception.
I got a joke for you, Sean.
What's that?
Alright. So this one guy, right?
Yeah.
Brings over this chick's corpse, and he goes, "You fucker!" And he goes, "No, you fucker!" He dug her up, and he goes, "You fucker! You brought her!"
Hey, Sean, do you have any jokes? Yeah, I got a joke. What's a necrophiliac's favorite band? I don't know, Sean. What is a necrophiliac's favorite band? The Grateful Dead. Oh. Give me some of that. What? Fix my string, asshole. Okay. Is that better? I don't know. You tell me. It's kind of better. Okay.
I mean, as far as this is concerned with this guy being the real King Cobra who made this, you know, deal on KeeperCast, well, if he's the real King Cobra, I'm fucking Princess Peach.
Right?
Well, granted, yeah, I'd fuck
Give me
Princess
some of that
Peach and
cigarette.
Princess Daisy
Okay,
any
calm
day.
down. God.
Any day.
Oh, nicotine. Yeah. Anybody who's followed me on YouTube long enough knows this is the real Sean.
Will the real King Cobra please stand up? Will the real King Cobra please stand up? Whoop, whoop.
I repeat, will the real King Cobra please... I should make a song like that for my next album. Y'all act like you never seen an autistic before slamming through the door of fucking Castellas' mom because she's a fucking dirty ass whore. It's the return of the... Oh, wait, no way, you're kidding. He didn't just say what I think he did he? And for the King Cobra said, nothing, you idiots. That motherfucker's dead. He's locked in my basement. Ha ha.
You know, I like good battles where they try to, you know, prove who's the better and who's the real, you know.
Yeah.
If you ain't real to yourself, how can you be real to everyone else?
Right.
I mean, King Cobra, you've always been real with me.
Yeah.
I've always been real with you. I'm a real fucking asshole.
Right? No one asked you, Sean. Fuck you.
I'm really nice to my friends, and the ones I consider brothers. I'm fucking die for my brothers. But you, dude, seriously, you ain't my brother. And I can't say you're my enemy, because my enemies, I love too.
And you know what? The phony KingCobraJFS, dude, your obsession with wanting to be me, it's disturbing. You need mental help. No shit. Ah.
Well, how's that gonna work? I've been getting mental help for years.
Oh, fair points. Ha.
I'm still a sick sadistic bastard.
And truth be told, YouTube, I might be working next Tuesday when KeeperCast airs again. So that's why I'm making this video right now, to address the issue.
Well, I'm kind of offended by this too, because out of all the people that he brought into the video, who have been mentioned many times in the video, or even have, you know, videos where they've been featured, I've been mentioned in videos. This will be the first one I've been featured in, and he don't know me.
Now that you said that, he might mention you in his video too.
Oh, he might, but when he does, you know, there's a thing called slander, people.
Yeah.
And, dude, if you really are working in a dish pit here in Casper, I'd know you.
Yeah.
I've worked in every dish pit here.
And you notice that every time the fake KingCobraJFS got asked a question, he had to pause to think of an answer. So fucking obvious. So fucking obvious. And your little interview with KeeperCast, you're all panning the camera on your dummy, and I'm here doing it, and right here in front of you. Look at that. Yeah. Who's a better ventriloquist now, you stupid motherfucker?
You know, I had to drink so much of that crap with my ears, I think it's gone to my bladder.
Ah. What kind of crap you talking about?
Oh, that fake crap that's, you know, synthetic and goes right through you like water.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Now that I got a job, and I'm actually making money, I have an idea of where to mail off Ozzy Osbourne's wand. I just need the money for it, and it's not going to cost me that much. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah. Can you show him Ozzy's wand? Oh, the wand I made for Ozzy Osbourne? Yeah. But that means you have to go back on the shelf. I'm cool with it. You cool with it? Yeah, okay. Boy, howdy. What's up? That phony King Cobra likes to suck your dick, doesn't he? Yeah, that phony King Cobra likes to suck my dick. Until I come in the back of his fucking throat and guzzles on it. Sick, I know, right? His obsession with me.
Whoa, quit fueling Slanesh there. Come on.
What?
Come on. Quit fueling Slanesh.
Slanesh?
Slanesh is the hermaphrodite goddess of sex and pleasure and pain, so... yeah, for all you sadistic motherfuckers that are masochists, yeah, that's your goddess right there. Or God, either way you prefer it, you know. But no, I kind of like the chaos god Korn. I mean, he might be the god of war and honor, but, you know, he will not stab you in the back. That's one thing you can trust on Korn. But you can trust that he will stab you.
Yeah.
Back just to stab you again.
Yeah. And, come on, photo booth. You can do it. There we go. But what's pathetic is how the phony King Cobra, the phony King Cobra tries to act like he knows vapor and shit, and it's sad, dude.
Hey, King Cobra.
What's up?
Do you think he has to pull his hood back just to take a piss?
Oh.
I mean, I don't think we call those cobras. I think we call those turtles.
Ah.
They gotta come out of their shell.
Yeah, so the phony King Cobra, his new name is Gothic King Turtle.
As long as he doesn't take Gamera as his name, because I'd have an issue with that. Gamera's a badass.
Yeah.
He was also my friend growing up.
Alright, Sean, well, I want to stick you back on the shelf so I can show these fine folks on YouTube what a real wand for Ozzy Osbourne looks like. Alright.
Hey, at least he's not sticky in the closet.
Right?
Because he'd have to come out at some point.
Oh.
I'm such a dick. Or as my good friend Nine likes to say, dick!
Yeah, the phony KingCobraJFS should come out of the closet because he has this weird gay obsession with me. He wants to be me so goddamn bad. But guess what? There's only one Gothic King Cobra, and that's this guy right here.
And I'm sorry, but...
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta know how to lick it before you can beat it.
Oh!
And that goes both ways.
Yes! Yes! Yeah!
But seriously, don't go to ass to mouth unless you like that thing.
Alright, Sean, I'll put you back up on your shelf. Say bye to YouTube. Bye, YouTube. Whoa, did you just fart on my lap? Yes. Can I tell you a secret? What's that? Oh, god damn it, dude. What the fuck did you eat? Yo, Mom. Just kidding. Sick motherfucker. Oh, you ate my biological mom, did you? You like the taste of psychotic cunt, don't you? Shut up.
Hey. We don't need to mention my ex-wife here. Come on.
Okay. Don't bring your...
No. Definitely don't. Come on. I mean, I might be a warlord, but damn, World War III almost started over that shit. Woo!
He was talking about his biological mother. What the fuck does your ex-wife have to do with it?
Psychotic cunt.
Oh.
Yeah, that's about it.
Hey, I'm good friends with your ex-wife, so I'm not gonna say shit.
Yeah, but we all know she's psychotic. And she has a cunt, so, yeah.
No.
I still love the woman.
Okay, Sean, you're going back up on the shelf. More Sean Saunders skits will come available when I get the time and actually write them. This right here, YouTube, is the wand I made for Ozzy Osbourne. It has his name right there, Ozzy. And then on the side of it, come on, photo booth. On the side of it, it says rock and roll. And then we got a 666 right there, a pentagram. And then right there, got the cross. And then it says sweet leaf right there. And then right here it says Prince of Darkness, and it wraps around the side of it right here. So this is the wand I made for... Oops.
God damn it, Josh, I told you, no eating Butterfingers, man.
This is the wand I made for Ozzy Osbourne. And I did a damn good job making this. Like the phony KingCobraJFS's so-called wand for Ozzy, it looks like shit, dude. Straight up, it looks like shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it looks like shit. Okay, this right here is a finely crafted wand. Oh yeah.
landed on the carpet, so of course it's not gonna break.
And when it comes to magic, dude, I mean, I'm not even a person that really practices magic or anything like that. But I can tell you for one fact, I got more magic in my dick than you got in your wand.
Oh, yeah.
Like Magic Mike, motherfucker.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh.
I mean, seriously, look at these abs. Yeah. I only got a 4-pack right now. Because I drank the other 4.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I could have met this dude in high school. He would have called me fat. I would have fucking knocked him the next week.
Right.
Call me fat.
Now you notice on the Keeper Cast interview with the phony King Cobra when he's all trying to smoke this pipe of his, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't do it directly on camera. So I'm going to take all these cigarette butts that I have in my ashtray here. I'm going to show you what it looks like when you smoke a pipe on camera. Go ahead and squeeze all that tobacco out of them butts just like that.
Woo! What?
Oh, squeeze the butts and you're like, woo, okay, I get what you're doing.
Well, I like to squeeze butts. Especially when they're nice, round, and firm.
Female butts.
Well, the thing is they never take their clothes off. You probably want to know most of them are female. What? I've had a hermaphrodite girlfriend.
Ew.
She was nice. She looked the same when you flipped her over.
Oh.
Oh, I'm just a sick-to-this motherfucker. So.
Yeah, I don't... You know, I have little to no interest in dating just because I get rejected all the goddamn time and it gets tiresome after a while getting told no every fucking time. So I'm like, you know, I'll just do my thing and if the right girl comes along, then she comes along. If she doesn't, oh fucking well.
What I fucking hate is getting hit on all the time.
Oh, it sounds so terrible.
It kind of is a blessing and a curse at the same time because you get hit on by some people that you really don't want to get hit on by.
Oh, well, that I can understand. When you're getting hit on by people you're not into, that's, yeah, I get that.
Now, granted, if I'm into it, I can hit it like a caveman.
Exactly.
All gorilla stats.
Hit it like a caveman.
Nah, I've had people tell me, man, you really are a space marine. You have no fear. And I go, what do you mean by that? Because even Godzilla's looking at that bitch going, oh, damn. I like the personality. Don't really matter the body, I mean. But I kind of have this habit of getting with crazy psychotic women.
Yeah, you do.
It doesn't matter if they're fat, ugly, or hot. At least the hot ones are worth it.
Right? Looks are not everything, but I guarantee you if there's no mutual sexual attraction, it's just not going to happen.
Unless you're really desperate.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, this one, okay, one more cigarette butt should fill up my pipe here. I want to show you, like, it's so obvious this phony KingCobraJFS is hitting a fucking vape pen while he's interviewing, because you hear him sit the pipe down, and then you hear him push the button on his gay-ass fucking vape pen, and then you hear him trying to act like he's all smoking a pipe and shit, like, motherfucker. Okay, so this is how you smoke a tobacco pipe. You take your pipe tool, make sure your tobacco is not packed down too tight. Give it a char light.
You can also use matches if you like.
Yep. Give it a char light, tamp it down so that the cake on the ash is nice and even. And then you light it again.
You know, King Cobra, I got a joke for you.
What's that?
Sex, right?
Sex is a joke, I agree.
Sex is like a box of KFC chicken. First, you nibble on the legs, then you nibble on the thighs, then you nibble on the breasts. And when you're done, you got a greasy box to stick your bone in. Sex is also like math. First, you subtract the clothes, you add the bed, you divide the legs, and hope to God you don't multiply. Unless you're like me and you do. Ain't happened yet. I was never good at my multiplication. You know, one time I was at a party. I had a bunch of alcohol. I had some weed. You know, I had some other good things. You know, some shrooms. They were nice. You know, they were good. I had, you know, a couple ecstasy pills. Some, you know, pink ladies. They were nice. They were meth based though. Don't ever try that. It was freaky. I ended up fucking waking up on the mountain. And my ninja gear, no less. My ninja gear, no less.
Nice.
A few weeks later, I found a video on YouTube. These two guys were going down this bike trail, right?
Yeah.
It was on Casper Mountain late at night, and they had the headlights and the cameras on their helmets and shit. Well, the first one passes this dark, shadowy figure, and then the dark, shadowy figure's walking into the path, and freezes, stops. Next thing you know, you see the camera go facing the ground, and you see the biker literally get turned around, set back on his wheels, and laid on his side, and the guy goes, shh, and walks off.
Oh, damn.
If you look at that video, if you can ever find it, I haven't been able to find it for a while, I can tell you it's me. And I know for a fact it's me. People think I'm not that strong because I'm skinny and scrawny. Well, looks are deceiving. I mean, hell. Looks are deceiving. I mean, Jesus. You can find all kinds of stuff out there that's deceiving. It might look nice and pretty, but it could be deadly as fuck. Like a Black Lotus.
I mean, I don't have a six-pack, mind you, but yeah, I look good for my size.
If how much muscle you had and how good you looked depended on how attractive you were, then there'd be a lot of people I know that don't have any attractiveness whatsoever, but yet they are perfectly fucking happy.
Right.
I got a friend who weighs 450 pounds. And he's perfectly happy being that big.
Right.
Because at least he knows if he wants to kick your ass, all he has to do is just lay on you.
Right.
Done deal. Dead over. And seriously, dude, if you got a problem with me, give me a time, give me a place. I'll be there. Will you?
Right.
I don't know. Every person who's ever called me out, I showed up. Where were they?
It's so obvious that the phony KingCobraJFS is a delusional retard. So fucking obvious.
When you lose small mind, free your life. You know, I'm not one about singing in public unless it's karaoke because I'm drunk and I don't give a fuck.
This is my wand right here. This is the wand I used to conjure that thunderstorm.
Yeah, thanks, Dick. I had to walk home in that shit.
Sorry, I was doing it for a YouTube video and...
Oh, it's all good. There's a reason why I'm Logan Stormbang, man. Yes, Wolf Brothers have many names. We don't just go by one. But anyone who knows my name knows my name. Hey, Josh.
What?
My butt just sent a kiss to the fake King Cobra.
You farted nice.
Yep. Silent but deadly. And you know what? If it's so easy to send curses and stuff, I might send one.
Right on. Right.
It's not going to be one that gets infected right away. It's going to take a little bit of time and swelter and build and, you know, count down like a fucking bomb.
Right.
Kaboom! Especially think is funny
What's that?
is when you see people at concerts and stuff and they're all using the horns and you're like, ooh, and you ask them who came up with that and they can't tell you. They're going, then don't use it, motherfucker. Just don't. Come on, don't.
You see this right here, YouTube? This is called muscle mass. That's something that the fake KingCobraJFS does not have. Well, there you have it, folks. A video calling out that motherfucker once again. I know it's not the right thing to do. You shouldn't feed trolls, but then again...
I like to feed trolls because they get nice and fat and slow.
Yeah.
Basically, in other words, YouTube, for that fake King Cobra, up yours.
Yeah. And if he makes a video response to this video, or talks about it on KeeperCast or whatever, he's only feeding me, if you ask me.
Well, not to mention, there's me, too.
Yeah.
I mean, I love it when people talk smack. I love it when people try to start a fight and talk shit, because I love fighting. I mean, yeah, it just, the blood starts boiling in my veins, and the Viking in me comes out, and I'm just like, ooh. Thank God I'm related to Eric the Red.
Right.
Well, actually, I'm not a big fan of God. He's kind of a prick in my eyes, but to each their own, to each their own. I mean, you could worship the dog shit on the fucking front lawn for all I give a fuck. I don't know why you'd want to worship shit, but... All I know is that Berserker Rage comes out and...
And then on top of that, you see the fake KingCobraJFS trying to wear makeup to try to copy my complexion. It's pathetic. You can clearly see it on camera. The dude's wearing a shit ton of fucking skin tone to try to match my pale complexion. And it's like, dude, you are so pathetic.
Well, also the lighting in this room and that camera you got does kind of lie sometimes, depending on how you move.
Right, right. And then on top of that, like, that pot leaf earring you got, yeah, you didn't buy that from that chick at the mall like I did. You're just copying me, dude. It's pathetic. It truly is pathetic. I guess when someone wants to be you really badly, you know, like I said, I take it as a form of flattery, to say the least.
Why not be yourself?
Yeah, why not be yourself? Because you're afraid to be original. You can't be original, so you have to copy my shit.
Sorry, I'm unique. I'm one of a kind.
Yeah.
There ain't no one else out there like me.
Right. Well, anyway, this is KingCobraJFS, the one and only, with another video. Thank you for watching. And I'll catch you cool cats and cool cobras later. What's good, tubes? So, hanging out here with Alex Campbell, and I have his YouTube channel. I'm going to link in the description box below. If you could subscribe to it, that would be super awesome. Anyway, the topic of tonight's video. Okay, a lot of women get pissed off because men don't understand them. Well, okay, common sense would tell you that you say one thing, but you mean the complete opposite. Of course men aren't going to fucking understand you. And I'll give you a hypothetical. Okay, if your girlfriend's on her period and she's being a royal bitch, and she's demanding that you go to the store to get her ice cream because she's got cramps and she doesn't feel like driving and dealing with assholes on the fucking road and shit. So you're like, okay, honey, what kind of ice cream do you want? Can you get me chocolate? Even though she wants strawberry. You go to the fucking store to get chocolate ice cream and come home, I wanted strawberry ice cream. Well, then if you wanted strawberry ice cream, then why the fuck did you not say it? Okay? Women will say one thing and then mean the complete opposite and then expect men to understand. I don't give a fuck what sex you are. That just makes no goddamn sense. So ladies out there who have boyfriends and husbands, okay, if you want your man to understand what the fuck you are saying and trying to communicate, then here's a thought. It's a crazy thought. But actually say what you mean, okay? Don't make us fucking guess. Okay, men are not stupid, but at the same time, we're not, mind readers here. We can't just into your mind and, hey, what is she thinking, Like, seriously. I've tried convincing myself that I'm asexual, and the only reason I've tried convincing myself that is because I get so fucking tired of women rejecting me. It gets old real quickly. But deep down inside, I know I'm straight. Like, I cannot deny. There are some girls that I've encountered in my life growing up that if given the chance, I would fuck in a heartbeat. I'm just saying. And, well, instead of trying to convince myself that I'm asexual, a much better approach would be to not care at all. If women are going to reject me, that is their fucking loss. You know what I'm saying? Straight the fuck up. Straight the fuck up. But picture, if you will, every chick you have a crush on, every chick you want to ask out, every chick that you want to get with, just like, no, 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 no. And you think with biceps like these, and my amazing guitar skills, my ability with music, and my gift with singing, you think I would be swimming in pussy right now. Think again. Sometimes being too good at music can be intimidating to a degree, Yeah. So it's like, I get so tired of it. Getting my hopes up for nothing. I see a cute girl, I start thinking, damn, I'd tap that. I'd tap that in a heartbeat. I think to myself, maybe I should go over and talk to her. Just, casually bullshit with her and see where it goes, And then, and then that's the internal debates. The old standby. Inside my head, I'm like, nah, she's already got a boyfriend. Don't mess with that, man. Just, in the back of my head, I'm like, no, the worst she could say is no, blah, 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 just back and forth. And then 5 minutes later, she's over there hanging out with her boyfriend and shit. I'm like, well, see, there you go. You want to go, and I cannot tell you how many times the old standby has saved my ass. Because there was nothing worse than having some dude hit on your chick at a bar. Like, whoa, And there are some guys, and here's the thing, Slick. you go to a bar, you hitting on some chick, and she says she's with her boyfriend at the bar. You back the fuck off, and you piss off and mind your own business, you know. Yeah. So instead of trying to convince myself I'm asexual when I know I'm straight, just don't fucking care anymore, you know. Still find women attractive, just don't care anymore, you know. And that's literally been my fucking attitude, you know, for the longest fucking time. If I get a girlfriend, awesome. If I don't, it's whatever, you know. If I die alone, that's whatever. At least I will not die knowing what it doesn't feel like. You know, that would suck so hard, YouTube, if you went your whole life without getting your first kiss, without getting laid, without having your first girlfriend. Just your whole, from the time you exit the womb to the time you're put in your own goddamn tomb, to never knowing what it's like to feel a woman's embrace. Oh, dude, that is just miserable. It doesn't help the fact that our fucked up, hypocritical society makes the biggest deal in the world about sex and relationships, like straight the fuck up. Our society puts way too much hype, way too much hype on sex. You know, society as a whole is repulsed by it, but at the same time, to a degree, they're not repulsed by it, and to another degree, it's also in like 95% of the advertising. So, yeah. You know, I'm under the impression that if I'm meant to find somebody awesome, if I'm meant to find that one girl that just works so well with me, you know, and people see us out in public and they're like, oh, that's a cute looking goth couple right there, you know what I'm saying, tubes. If it's meant to happen, it'll fucking happen whether I realize it or not. And that's the thing about life. Our destinies are written in stone before we even know. Yep. And my buddy Steve claims he can see the future. And I'll take his word for it. You know, I've heard crazier people tell crazier things. But one day I was hanging out with my buddy Steve, and he says to me, he says, you know what my buddy Steve told me? He said he saw the future. And in the future, he said he saw me winning the lottery. And not only did I win the lottery, but before I won the lottery, or right around the time I won the lottery, somewhere in there, my buddy Steve also said that I would meet a girl here in Casper with pale, gorgeous white skin, beautiful dark green eyes, or green eyes in general, you know, gorgeous womanly figure, long flowing black hair, and a cobra tattoo on her right bicep, like right in this general direction right here. And like the detail he went into it, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there was way too much detail, you know. And he said, and Steve also told me it's not going to happen overnight. It'll take some time, but it's going to happen. And he said it'll happen when I least expect it. And truth be told, that's how Stephanie happened. It happened when I least expected it. You know, I had a crush on this girl in Job Corps named Brittany, and gorgeous, pale skin, beautiful, fuck me, blue eyes, you know. And she left Job Corps, and I never got a chance to be with her, you know, but at the same time, towards the end of her stay at Job Corps, she actually went from being creeped out by me to actually talking with me a little bit, you know, and that was kind of cool. And after that, I was just like, you know what, fuck this. I want to focus on my studies at Job Corps and get my shit done and get out of here. Yeah. And then out of fucking nowhere, one day in driver's ed, I walk out of driver's ed that day, class was over, and my female friend Emma, who had Asperger's as well, she walks up to me after driver's ed, straight up walks up to me and says, my friend Stephanie likes you. Would you like to meet her? And, you know, when I heard those words exit her mouth, it took me a minute to process that, because up until that point, I had a couple girls here and there crush on me a little bit, but it didn't go very far at all. You know, I never got the chance to actually make it happen. For the most part, you know, getting rejected by every girl you have a crush on and every girl that you like fucking sucks, man. It's miserable. You know, and it's like, whatever, dude. And then up to that point, literally, I'm like, yeah, I'd like to meet her. Why not? You know, before I even met her, in the back of my mind, I'm like, what if she's ugly? And at the same time, I'm like, that's kind of shallow. You know, how many girls out there are openly going to admit they like you? You know, roll with it and see what happens. And I met Stephanie, and I was taken aback. She wasn't ugly at all. You know, Stephanie's actually very attractive. So, yeah, I didn't do too bad for my first girlfriend. And I managed to make it last 2 years, you know, and, oh yeah, I regret cheating on Stephanie to this day. Like, you know, like, if I could take that back, I would. If anything, I've learned from my mistakes, you know. I had a good thing going with Stephanie, and if I would have kept my mouth shut, it'd probably still be going today. You never know. Actually, I don't know, YouTube. You know, I think eventually me and Stephanie would have broke up, even if I hadn't cheated on her, to be honest with you. And the reason I say that is because most people, their first relationships don't last that long. You know, 2 years for your first relationship is a pretty awesome track record. Yeah. But then Stephanie was telling anybody on Facebook who would listen how I didn't do anything for her and blah, 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 blah. What the fuck ever, dude. Don't fucking manipulate and lie to people like that, you stupid bitch. Holy shit. Stephanie had never had sex prior to meeting me, and then once Stephanie met me, the bitch loves the shit, man. Fucking Stephanie loves sex, man. The bitch is a nympho and a half, dude. And when you give a girl's first impression of sex to the point where her first impression is she really, 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 really likes it, don't fucking sit there and say, oh, he didn't do anything for me. Fuck you. And then on top of that, when I got kicked out of Job Corps, Stephanie was bawling her fucking eyes out, man. By the time I got back to Casper, oh, dude, Stephanie was crying, missing me, all kinds of shit. And Stephanie wanted to drop out of Job Corps so she could be with me. And the only reason I convinced her to fucking stay and complete the program is so that when she got out of Job Corps, if a job became available in her field of study here in Casper, she could make way more money than I'd be making at Wendy's at the time. And literally, she gets to Casper and no jobs were available in her field of study at the time. And so she ends up becoming a manager at McDonald's. Go figure. However, YouTube, for the record, let it be noted that if a job in computer technology becomes available, Stephanie could more than likely get it. And then more than likely get paid 3 to 4 times more than what she makes at McDonald's. And even though we're not in a relationship anymore, I could have been a horny bastard and said, yeah, Stephanie, drop out of Job Corps, come be with me so I can fuck your brains out. But I'm like, no. You know, I could have been a horny bastard and said, yeah, Stephanie, drop out of Job Corps. Fuck all that training you worked so hard for. But no, I convinced her to complete the program. Yeah. And then when Stephanie broke up with me, she left her fucking Job Corps certificates here. And I've been meaning to give Stephanie back her Job Corps certificates because she busted her ass to get those. I just haven't found an appropriate time to do it yet. And Well, I wouldn't. I would like to think. I would like to think that if me and Stephanie met up and I was like, here's your Job Corps certificates. I would like to think that at least on my part, it wouldn't be awkward. I don't know about her because I can't speak for Stephanie, but you know, he never did anything for me. Bitch, please. When I was dating Stephanie, yeah, I showed her off on YouTube. Like, yeah, fuck all the haters. Look what I did. I got me a girlfriend. How do you like me now? You know? And granted, you know, whenever I could, YouTube, I would take Stephanie out to eat. You know, we go to Frosty's or whatever and have a couple beers and kick it, you know. And granted, it wasn't the fanciest, but I did do what I could to provide. But after breaking up with Stephanie, I realized that, yeah, Stephanie's attractive, but I could do better. I could have done worse, and I could have done better. You know what I'm saying? Like, the two things that annoyed the fuck out of me about Stephanie, like, straight up just annoyed the fuck out of me. Okay, she overthinks everything. And then come to find out, she's also very, very, very manipulative. And it's like, okay, overthinks shit and then incredibly manipulative. And, yeah, okay, that's cool, you know. Yeah, that's cool, whatever, you know. Another thing that got to be really fucking annoying, like, I'm sitting there, you know, Stephanie's sitting next to me on the futon. I'm sitting there playing Grand Theft Auto 5, you know, bullshitting on the PS3. And out of fucking nowhere, Stephanie just gets emotional as fuck. Do you still think I'm pretty? And I looked at her like, are you stupid right now? And I looked at her at the time and I said, well, obviously, otherwise I still wouldn't be with you, now would I? Most guys would kill to have had a relationship like me and Stephanie had. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And I'm saying that in the nicest way possible. I could have done better and I could have done worse, you know? And, like, since I've been with Stephanie, I've had sex with, like, 5 other women. So, there you go. Once you get your first girlfriend or whatever, it's pretty much downhill from there.
We're your first wife.
Yeah, but me and Alex, we went to Casper's with some friends of his, and sat around the table, chit-chatting, drinking coffee, you know, that sort of thing.
Having a good time.
Yeah. Yeah. But straight up, my buddy Steve told me, he's like, I can see into the future. And I'm like, that's cool, you know. And then my buddy Steve told me, he's like, okay, you're going to win the lottery, and then you're going to meet some really cute goth chick in Casper. And I'm like, okay then, I like that. I'm cool with those odds. No, but what Steve told me, when he described her too, he's like, you're going to meet, this is what Steve told me too, my buddy Scrapper Steve. You know him as Mr. Goats. Shout out to Steve.
Mr. Goat.
My buddy Steve told me, he's like, it's going to happen when you least expect it. I'm like, what are you talking about? And he goes, you're going to meet some pale-skinned, raven-haired, gothic beauty with smoking hot green eyes and just a bomb-ass fucking womanly figure and a big old cobra tattoo on her right arm, and she's just going to take your breath away, and you're going to take her breath away, and that sort of thing. And I'm like, cool, okay then. You know, and he said it'll happen when I least expect it. And going back to Stephanie, that's kind of how that sort of thing happened. You know, meeting Stephanie, it actually happened when I least expected it. You know. And trying to convince myself that I'm asexual when there's a couple of women out there that I know of right now that I would fuck in a heartbeat. Straight up. And just knowing that alone, I know for a fact I'm not asexual. But trying to convince myself that I'm asexual, and the only reason I do that is because I'm sick and tired of being rejected by the opposite sex. It's bullshit, quite frankly. You know what I'm saying? So instead of trying to convince myself that I'm asexual, the approach I've had is just not care, you know? If I get a girlfriend, I get a girlfriend. If I don't, I don't. It's whatever, you know? Truth be told, you shouldn't have to rely on somebody else. You should not have to rely on somebody else for happiness. You know? Straight the fuck up.
Okay, so can I ask a logical question?
What's that?
If you cannot rely on anyone else for happiness, why do we? Is that just because it's the idea of having someone there? Or...
It's not just that, but it's also
I like to think it's...
human instinct to like find a mate, reproduce, that sort of thing. It's just the animalistic nature of it.
Yeah, but like, I don't know if you've noticed, but not all animals mate in pairs and stay together for life. I mean, take bears for example. Female bear goes in the heat. Oh, Boo-Boo, he goes out there, he chases off Yogi with a stick, and he gets up on the trunk, and he gets it done. You know, this Boo-Boo is pretty short.
Yeah.
But they get it done. He
Yeah.
spends about 3 days with her, you know. And then she whoops his ass and chases him off. Yeah.
And this is the thing of it. Our society puts way too much pressure and way too much glamorous sort of light on relationships, love, and sex. And what society portrays for love and sex versus what it really is, two completely different things, YouTube.
Completely.
You know, what you might see in public with a happy couple, you don't see these couples behind closed doors. Like, couples fight over stupid petty bullshit and they get into arguments and either they break up or they make up, you know, one of the two.
That's why if I ever get remarried, every time I get angry at her, I'm just going to drop my drawers and give her that look with my hands on my hip like, woman, I'm upset. Now I'm giving you two options here. This is the part she's going to look at. She's going to see the look on your face, your body language, and she's like, oh man, he means business. And she's going to look down and she's going to be like, he definitely means business. I don't know what to do. I'm going to go away. Shut up. Because I did it to my ex-wife one time. She always told me, if you ever get angry, start stripping. And we'll just fuck it out. So I got fucking naked one day. She looked at me like I was crazy. That's what I really don't ever listen to what the fuck they say.
Right.
Well, it's okay to listen once in a while when it's important, but when I do shit like that, yeah, just let it play out.
So, women, if you're tired of the men in your life not being able to figure out, here's a radical idea. If you want something or say something, mean what you say. Don't say one thing and then mean the exact fucking opposite and pull a typical woman move. Like, seriously.
Or here's an advice. Why don't we use Newton's laws of physics and relativity and accept the fact that you're not going to find a male version to yourself. You should be finding the male version that is not yourself. Your opposite. Because opposites attract.
Sometimes, and sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
Sometimes. But like your true exact polar opposite. But see, a relationship is, it's a commitment. It's like a 24/7 job.
Yeah, exactly. Relationships are a 24/7 job. And dating, if anything, is a hiring process for that job.
And I don't know if you guys really know this, but there is no I in team.
No.
No, not at all.
There's an E and an A, which stands for exhausting and obnoxious, because sometimes the shit your significant other pulls with you makes you exhausted because you find them obnoxious, you know. But then you exhaust them and you're obnoxious towards them, and there you go, team effort. This tobacco's just about cash.
Yeah, I was gonna see if I can get some.
Well, that's a long enough video. On a correction on my last video, when I read my Powerball ticket, the only number I matched was one number. I didn't, yeah. But that's alright. Play it whenever I can, I suppose. Yeah, that tobacco's cashed. Well, anyways, this is KingCobraJFS with another video. And yeah, I shaved my goatee. I over-trimmed it again, but I can grow it back out. Anyways, thank you for watching, and also, if you could, subscribe to my homeboy Alex Campbell's channel. That would be awesome. I'll provide his channel link. I'll provide his channel link in the description box below. Anyways, tubes, thank you for watching, and I will definitely catch you all.
That's all, folks.
I'll definitely catch you all later.